Hornets basketball is presented by Sharon View Federal Credit Union. Hum-diddly-dee, we're doing it. Saturday night basketball in Uptown Spectrum Center is the place to be. Tonight, the Hornets in the short pants trying to get back to their winning ways. They're all smiles right now. It's going to be our first look at Julius Randle, Rudy Gobert, and the Minnesota Timberwolves. This is a team that went to the Western Conference Finals a year ago, but LaMelo Ball's not afraid. Let's do it. We've got the Timberwolves. We've got the Hornets on a Saturday night. So glad you found us, everybody. This is going to be fun. With my partner, Del Curry, I'm Eric Collins. Hornets got up to that great start, Del. First 3 games, they won 2 of them, but they've lost 2 consecutive. What's going to be key to get back into the winning ways?
You got back-to-back games this weekend. You got to get off to a good start. And most people may think offensively. No, I'm thinking on the defensive end. Lock in, know who you're guarding. That will spur your offense, and once your offense gets going, you know you're going to have the energy to sustain what you're doing on the defensive end. I think defensively is where it's going to start tonight.
All right, well, offensively hadn't been a problem for LaMelo Ball. LaMelo's off to his usual good start, passing the basketball. This is going to be our startup, brought to you by Honda Dealers of the Carolinas.
Second in the league, over 10 a game. Why? Because he trusts his teammates and what they do on the offensive end. He's giving the ball up early and letting the defense relax, and then he's getting that ball back and then making plays for his team. Continuing to score the basketball. If he just continues to put pressure on the defense, he's going to get a good whistle, get to the free throw line, but he is trusting and setting up his players on the floor on a regular basis.
Kind of disappointing. We're not going to see Anthony Edwards, one of the best young players in the league this year. He is out, but Minnesota's still a star power. They've got Julius Randle off to a good start.
Yeah, he's obviously going to have to carry the load until Edwards gets back, and he is very capable of doing that. Over 26 a night, 6 boards, 4 assists. They're going to consistently give him the basketball. He plays a lot like Ben Caro from Orlando. We had a problem with him. You cannot foul Julius Randle. He loves the spin move. He is a left-handed guy. If you're guarding him, you got to keep that in mind and use your body and your feet, not your hands, to try to guard him.
Let's do it, everybody. Saturday evening basketball. Tonight, well, we're going to get miles to go. How can the Hornets get the full distance from Miles Bridges? We'll unravel that story when we come back.
Leaders in banking, unwavering in care.
Just a few minutes before tip-off, and one player who definitely needs to get off to a faster start is the vet Miles Bridges, as the first half's just not as productive as when he comes out of the locker room to start the second half. How does he get going quicker?
I think just being aggressive, Shannon, and doing some of those extra things away from the ball, run the floor, set good screens, and find opportunities playing against some of these really talented guards that the Hornets have. And oh yeah, take it to the paint. That's where he's strong, so physically gifted. He's got his hands full tonight. Julius Randle for the Timberwolves, physically gifted in his own right, but you see in the first and second quarter, it's taken him a while to get going. Needs to be assertive early.
That's right. This is our Better Play, brought to you by Blue Cross Blue Shield of North Carolina. Got to get those dunks going, got to get everything going for Mr. Bridges. And you mentioned the matchup with Julius Randle. That will be a fun one to watch. We got the Hornets, we got the Timberwolves with a slow start to the season for both, and both looking to get win number 3 on the year. We'll be
and the Charlotte Hornets getting ready to take on the Minnesota Timberwolves. Saturday evening basketball, a full spectrum here in Uptown. First of 2 meetings during the regular season between Minnesota Timberwolves and your Charlotte Hornets. Take a look at our starting lineups, brought to you by Toyota Truck Month. There is Chris Finch, noted Exito guy. He leads this 5 onto the floor. Mike Conley, half his life he's spent in the NBA. He's 38. This is his 19th year. Dante DiVincenzo, Jaden McDaniels, younger brother of Jalen, Julius Randle, and Rudy Gobert. No Anthony Edwards. He's out for a while, banged up. Who will step up for the Timberwolves? For the locals, Charles Lee. He will trot out LaMelo Ball. Colin Sexton, Continental, has started every game he's ever played as a pro. Miles Bridges, the graybeard, and Ryan Kalkbrenner, who just refuses to miss shots from the field. He has only missed 3 in 5 games. 2 of those 3 shots were blocked. Hornets lost a pair against Minnesota a year ago, but that's not the norm. Dating back to 1989, when these franchises first met, the Hornets have only lost 8 times in Charlotte against Minnesota.
Good
Hornets,
muscle memory, you like that.
They've had their way. Anthony Edwards is here in town, even though he's not in uniform. He's tapping up everyone along press row. He'll be into the game. Minnesota coming off a game on Wednesday. They lost a heartbreaker. Austin Reeves hit a little runner from 12 feet to rip their heart out. Here is our tip-off presented by Planet Fitness. Rudy Gobert, Ryan Kalkbrenner, both listed at 7-1, and the tap is won by Gobert. Randall hands it off to McDaniels. DiVincenzo, game's first shot. Rebounded by Knipple.
They run DiVincenzo off a ton of down screens, so you got to be aware of lock and trail. You don't see a lot of that in today's NBA, but they got to create offense with Edwards out, and they give DiVincenzo plenty of screens to try to do that. Sexton
locked up with DiVincenzo. A lot of body contact. Shot clock's down to 4. Knipple needs help. Turnover. 2-on-1 for Minnesota. Score the goal. McDaniels. Quickly the other way, size advantage for Bridges, and he takes advantage.
Didn't get down because the Timberwolves scored quickly. You get that ball out and attack. That's what you need from Miles Bridges, to see one go through early.
McDaniels coming off a 30-point game against the Lakers on Wednesday. And a lot of moves. Misses wide left. LaMelo leads the Hornets in virtually every category imaginable. Hits his first shot.
Oh, got stuck on the right side. LaMelo waiting for the traffic to clear. Got a lot of ground in that last step to get to the floater.
Conley thought about it, gives it up to Randall. Each of the last 2 years, Timberwolves have made it to the Western Conference Finals. DiVincenzo is fouled, and he'll shoot the first free throws of the game. He is 12 for 14 as a free thrower. The big Ragu, now in his 8th year as a professional. Okay, while we have a moment, how about your keys to the game, brought to us by Carolina Ford Dealers.
This is a KYP game if there ever was one. You got to know your personnel. This guy on the free throw line is going to be super aggressive. Randall, you know they're going to get a lot of plays for him. Left-handed guy, Naz Reid, comes in at center. You got to change your mind of thought opposed to him and Gobert. Naz Reid's going to knock down the 3. Rudy Gobert, you get by your guy, you got to think drive and kick. And then you got to play downhill. Make this Minnesota team play from behind.
Colin Sexton, rebounded by Kalkbrenner. Extra possession for the good guys. LaMelo. Randall coming over. Preseason a year ago from New York. Kind of a surprising trade. That was the deal that sent Karl Anthony Towns to New York. Sexton, quick catch and shoot. Hornets lost track of Gobert. First 2 points for the Frenchman.
And slipped right behind Kalkbrenner, who was helping on the ball.
Sexton quickly along the baseline, challenges Gobert. DiVincenzo. Man, that thing hit the rim like it weighed 50 pounds.
Yeah, you shoot it high enough, if it hits the front of the rim, it's going to give you a bounce. And you're going to get a chance for it to fall in just like that one did.
Kahn's first shot. Middle game of a 3-game homestand. Hornets lost against Orlando on Thursday. Quick turnaround for a game tomorrow. We'll see Utah in town. Everything but down for Randall. Knipple size advantage, gives it up to Sexton. And a reach-in foul will stop play for the first time on a Minnesota foul. Sexton goes to the free throw line where he has been exceptional. Surprised you that he leads the team in free throw attempts, Bill?
It surprised me that they gave him 2 shots here. So yes.
80% as a free thrower. Looking for a fun night out with the family, head to the newly renovated Spectrum Center for Hornets Family Nights. Each ticket comes with a hot dog, popcorn, and a soda. What else do you want?
The Hornets win.
Yep, can't guarantee that. but I feel good sometimes.
Yeah.
Sexton makes a pair. Fine. 18 points per game. Colin Sexton in his first 5 games as a Hornet. DiVincenzo coming off a screen from Randall. Gets it back to Randall. Oh, my goodness. Up the window and in.
Miles is going to have his hands full all game long with Randall. You got to pick your spot. Sometimes you chase over the screen. Sometimes you go under. And sometimes, regardless of how well you play, he's going to score.
Julius Randall is right up there with Kelly Oubre as some of the most left-handed players you're going to find.
Sure, absolutely. Yeah, he'll drive right, but he's always going to spin back to that left. Boy, that rim sounds like it's broke when the ball hits it.
Well, everyone acknowledges we got the best audio engineer in the game, man. Kelly Morse, man, he's got microphones everywhere. We're just hearing it better. Knipple. Extra pass to Bridges. Slow start shooting for the Hornets, 2 for 9. They've missed all 6 3-pointers.
That was a really good look.
Randall hits the 3, and the Hornets call timeout. Julius Randall with his first 3-pointer. He's got the last 5 for Minnesota.
He's doing the heavy lifting with no Anthony Edwards, and he's wearing number 30. Knock down threes. He's got 14 of those.
After giving up 144 and 123 points in the last 2 games, you could probably imagine that defense was a major point of emphasis for Charles Lee and his team this last couple of days. He said they just didn't have the gear in the last 2 games that they did to start the season. I did ask him how he approaches that with his players, and he said it starts with individual pride. He says we have to be more physical. We can't let the first point of contact be when a guy has 2 feet in the paint. It all starts with that physicality, and we've got to focus on the guy with the ball. Pretty easy, right? Right, Del? Easier said than done, wouldn't you say?
I would say so, absolutely. I mean, you got to get down your stance and not let your defense get broken down early in the clock.
Hornets make the first substitution of the game. They take out Colin Sexton, replace him with Sion James. Shot clock's already down to 5. All right. Miles Bridges hits a 3.
You know, he caught that ball around the waist, and Randall knew the clock was going down, did not expect a quick trigger from Bridges. He's got a quick 5.
Here's Conley. Conley drafted way back in 2007, 4th overall. That's the second player from Ohio State drafted that year. That was the year that Greg Oden came out. Oden was the future. It never really happened. The injuries took him down. Randall. Back-to-back 3s for Julius Randall.
Scored on all 3 levels. Came in tied for his team lead with 13 threes. Got 2 in the game already. You see him score runner. That's a nice Miles Bridges. It's the best we've seen him in the first quarter this season.
Took it right at Gobert. Gobert has haunted the Hornets over the years, no matter what the uniform. He was great defensively when he was in Utah. Such an influence. And he has been for the last 3 years as a Timberwolf. No shot, wave it off. And they call the foul on Bridges. Trying to stay in front of Randall.
And I think the fact that Bridges shot this one with the right hand, had his body twisted a little bit to the left, and Rudy was in retreat mode that time.
Trey Mann's going to come in. Trey Mann will be in the backcourt alongside LaMelo. He replaces Con Knipple. Minnesota makes their first change. They bring in a local kid, Rob Dillingham. Welcome home. He is from Hickory. Also into the game is Naz Reid. A couple of years ago, he was the 6th man of the year. Hickory's close enough. First one's free for Rob Dillingham.
Hickory?
Yep.
Yeah.
Didn't go to Hickory High School. Instead went to Combine Academy in Lincolnton. If he had gone to Hickory High, we'd be talking about him in the same breath as Chris Washburn, who went to Hickory High before going to Warrenburg Institute. Al Young played at Hickory High. Ever heard of Al Young?
I did, yeah. My college backcourt mate for 3 years.
Thought that'd get you happy.
Better football player than basketball. Never played a down in college and went to the Giants training camp as the last cut. Miles Bridges have a quarter.
Bridges have a first quarter. Heard us talking about him. He's got 10. So the Hornets have fought back. They're down by 7 not that long ago, only down by a pair. Dillingham, understanding the first one's free, uses the window and banks it home.
Small, but a good angle right there to use the backboard, Dillingham.
Charlotte Observer Player of the Year as a sophomore. Bridges has the hot hand. With the right hand, the floater falls in.
Yeah, he's knocked down a couple of threes. The ball fake got Randall out of his stance. Gets a foot past him and a tough runner again. Second shot with the right hand.
Miles has got the last 10 in a row for the Hornets. Well, come on, Naz Reid. That was 5 feet behind the line. That was from close to Hickory.
He's got the green light. Off to somewhat of a slow start. There's Naz Reid.
Look at those numbers, 10 points, 6 rebounds. That's not what we expect.
No.
How is he still open? Miles Bridges! 13 points in the first quarter.
That's what we expect from Bridges, and how's he still open? It's hot.
Randall, soft touch. A nice to your mother shot for Julius Randall.
He and Bridges now the first players double figures.
All right, will Miles give it up, or is he going to take it himself? Little heat check. Trey Mann. Nothing there, gets it back out to Sion. Woo, that's what you do with that body against Dillingham. Just take him right to the rack.
He had options there on the switch. Bridges had DiVincenzo on him with a clear side. Trey tries to get by Randall, gets a step. Nowhere to go, and then Sion had a smaller player. He uses his speed and body to get to the rim.
Sion's never missed a free throw. He is 5 for 5. Let's talk about how smart he is, man. He gets up the slide rule, he gets up the measurement, checks the wind, the angle, and knocks it home. Here's a message from CPI Security.
What could possibly bring these mascots all together? The best team in smart home security. CBI.
Buries a pair. Hornets going to swap out center. Kalkbrenner leaves. Musa Diabate comes in, averaging 10 points and 6 rebounds. Terrence Shannon is into the game. Second-year wing from Illinois. He wears number 1 for Minnesota. Dillingham with the misfire. LaMelo whips it to Miles. Trey Mann. Hornets shooting real well right now. It was Miles Bridges that got everyone into a good mood.
It's the start you were looking for. You get down early, you keep battling back because you're getting stops. Get Bridges, swing that one over. Bridges, Trey Mann, all those guys need to do more of that.
Hornets on a 15-4 heater. All got started because of Miles Bridges, who made 13 in a row for a window. Let's take a look at the live same-game parlay right now, brought to you by FanDuel. With the Hornets ahead, you can now see the odds have shifted. Del, what do you make of the pace of this one? The over-under is now 238.5.
I like the fact that on Hornets have gotten up and down the floor, they've gotten stops, but the movement of the basketball since that first time out. First time out with about 7 minutes, you only had 1 assist. Now you have 6. LaMelo has 5, but the stops on this end has allowed you to move the ball before Minnesota can set their D.
McDaniels working against Sion James. Tough step back, rebounded by Diabate.
Not his game.
Colin Sexton back in. LaMelo's getting his first blow. Sexton sets the screen. Now it's Musa. Miles running away from McDaniels. Pass picked up. Shot clock down to 4. Score the goal. Lefty off the window. No goal. Oh, wipe it away. Sexton made it with his left hand off the window while being fouled.
Yeah, I mean, he picked it up. The contact continued to be there. Look, still got contact while getting it off with his left hand. How's that not a foul and one?
You're going to win any horse game you play with a shot like that. Old school 16-footer like Allen Iverson used to hit him.
Gobert with an arm up forces you to get that ball high in the air. The arc was good. Basket was even better.
And a foul's going to give it right back. They call it on Naz Reid with a bad screen.
Fairly clean game by both teams. That was Minnesota's first turnover. The Hornets only have one themselves.
Hornets' first game this season against a Western Conference team. Musa pushed off to get a rebound. Nobody saw it except for me. Bridges. Musa knew that Gobert was somewhere lurking. That was Gobert influenced.
Sure was.
Here's Shannon initiating the contact. Just the third team foul on the Hornets. Was Shannon in the act of shooting? Yep, they're going to give him 2 free throws. Terrence Shannon was a 0-star prospect until one fateful summer. He played AAU basketball for a renowned Chicago team called the Mac Urban Fire, and he blew up. While he was on that team, the center for the Mac Urban Fire was Ryan Kalkbrenner.
Oh, wow.
These guys go back like lawn chairs.
Wow. Look at that.
Yeah. Great summer for those two. Actually, it's the tip of the cap to Kalkbrenner. He's a St. Louis kid. St. Louis to Chicago's not that close, but he played on a Chicago AAU team because he wanted to play with the best available guys against the best available competition.
Play with the big boys. How about that? Scouts probably came to watch different players, and all of a sudden Terrence Shannon Jr. catches the eye and goes from nothing to a whole lot of something.
Heck yeah. Hornets lead by 4. Bridges, huge story in our first quarter. Continues to be. He's got 16.
Randall goes under on a hot player. That's a no-no. Bridges makes him pay once again.
I shortchanged him. He's got 18. Oh. Gobert. First dunk of the night for the Frenchman. Miles Bridges with 18 of the 29 after struggling in first quarters for the first week and a half of the season. Gobert is fouled. And because of the bonus, we will walk 80 feet to the other end of the court and watch Rudy Gobert shoot free throws where he is not elite. He is 9 for 17 as a free throw shooter. He's got a ruffle of feathers with Chris Finch.
Yeah.
Hey guys, yeah, take a look at Rudy Gobert. No tattoos on his body, which is sort of different for players in the NBA. But last year, Anthony Edwards was asked if he would get a tattoo of his face on his body for a guaranteed championship. What do you think he said?
Yes.
Yes? He said yes. He said, I'd get it right here on my arm. Right here.
What?
Get it ready.
Oh my goodness. Gobert misses a pair. Was there a lane violation? Good golly, I think there was.
Wait, he would get Anthony Edwards' face on his body or his own?
Yeah, explain yourself, Shannon. Who's getting the tattoo? Gobert, right?
Anthony Edwards would get the tattoo of Gobert on his body.
Oh, that makes
for
sense.
a guaranteed championship.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think the time has passed for Gobert to get a tattoo. I mean, if you've gone this long without one, probably not going to get one right now.
Yeah.
Well, they are going to give him another free throw. I've found over the years, unscientific, that if you shoot 2 free throws and the second one you miss and the first one you miss, but there's a lane violation, you miss the third one too. Even when you get an extra free throw, you still miss it.
I hope you're right. He did not make the correction from the first one to the second one.
He's a naturally left-handed human being who chooses to play basketball with his right hand. Maybe that's the essence of the problem. I'm going to introduce him to Mason Plumlee. Made the correction. So 1 out of 3 for Gobert. Hornets lead by 4. LaMelo's back on the floor. Miles Bridges has played the entirety of the first quarter. Charles Lee can't just take him out. LaMelo. Extra pass to Sexton. Musa. Wonderful team basketball.
Everybody touched the pill, and Musa gets to swallow it.
McDaniels hits the deck. Final 30 seconds of our first quarter. Sexton. Hornets want one good shot. Timberwolves' best defender, McDaniels, is in front of LaMelo. And it's kicked out of bounds by Dillingham. Miles Bridges has hit his last 6 shots this quarter, including 4 for 4 from behind the arc. Missed his first 2 threes, but he's hit 4 consecutive. Con Knippel's going to come back in with 5 seconds on the shot clock. He replaces Sion James.
Bridges got that first easy bucket, and I'm here to tell you, I'm old school. You get an easy one when you're struggling early in games, and things just open up for you. You feel good to see that ball go through. You get good rhythm. Now you frustrated Randall on the Minnesota Timberwolves defensive end.
And a foul. I think that's the first foul in the final 2 minutes. So it'll be side out of bounds again. Smart basketball by Randall. So if the Hornets get fouled this time, they'll have free throws. But what it does is it takes away the shot clock so the Hornets can hold for the final shot of the quarter. Knippel sets the screen. LaMelo missed with the left hand, and that'll do it for our first quarter of play. But for the most part, the Hornets cannot complain. They lead the Timberwolves by 6, in large part because of the work of Miles Bridges.
You could not script a better start. Talked about how he'd been struggling the first half, first quarters. Not tonight for him. 6 from deep, 18.
Now, so far, so good for the home team. How about Miles Bridges? The Hornets actually were down 15-6 at one point in our first quarter. Then Miles Bridges caught fire. He finishes with 18 points. He's got 4 3-pointers already. He played the entire first quarter, so he's going to get a bit of a rest right now.
I was really impressed at how he read the defense and took advantage of that. Whether Randall went over the top, he drove it. If he went under, stopped behind the screen, knocked down threes. And when he put it on the floor, he went somewhere with it.
Knippel back in the game for the Hornets. It's Knippel, Sexton, Liam McNeely, Tijan Salon, and Ryan Kalkbrenner playing for the Hornets. Naz Reid has the basketball on the wing. Here's Terrence Shannon. This is the lefty 3, rebounded by Tijan. And what do we got? An offensive foul called on Kalkbrenner. His buddy Shannon just tripped on Kalkbrenner's leg, and they called a foul on number 11.
Wow, let's see. Yeah, he's trying to set a screen right there. Just got the hip a little too far out. I'm telling you, anytime a guy hits the floor, more times than not, a whistle's going to be called.
Naz Reid goes hard, gets the benefit of the doubt. He'll have free throws. Naz Reid playing on a new contract that he earned. What he did over the last couple of years, including 6th Man of the Year in 2024. Hornets may have seen something. Hornets are going to challenge this call on the floor. This coach's challenge brought to you by Sprite. Hornets think that maybe it wasn't a foul on Ryan Kalkbrenner.
Well, that's 2 fouls in less than 45 seconds. I think it's a good one.
All right, so we've got a timeout. We'll be back with the verdict in a moment.
Charlotte will be charged with the timeout. However, they have an additional challenge. Please reset the shot clock to 24. Imminent possession will be awarded to Charlotte. Sideline at the point of interruption.
Well, working the tablet this year is Zeke Chapman, the son of the great Rex Chapman. Congratulations, Zeke. You won one right there.
Yeah. See, he knows what he's talking about. Man, he looks like his daddy, doesn't he? Look at that, daps everywhere.
Rex was the original draft choice by the Hornets back in 1988. 6'4" guard out of Kentucky. He could fly, he could shoot it from distance, and he was your backup, right, for a little bit?
He was.
Also your babysitter for a little bit,
He was,
wasn't
that
he?
too.
Colin Sexton plays like he is 6'8", not 6'3". He plays with a ferocity that is infectious.
He's red. I mean, he laid the wood, and even Chinzo, who's still down. No foul. Oh, there's blood. There's blood. Let's see. Soft switch right there. A lot of contact.
Oh, the right arm after the shot went up.
Yeah.
So DiVincenzo's being looked at. We'll take the official timeout and be back to Uptown in just a moment.
Hornets up by 8 here at the Spectrum Center. Let's dig a little deeper into Con Knipple, why don't we? Because, of course, we know already he was literally born to play ball. I mean, he had no choice. And his family, the Knipples, well, they're having so much fun watching him live out his dream. They're all here tonight. They're going to be here all weekend. There they are, Sherry Con, Cager, Kinston, Cash, and Kid. Yes, Sherry told me she almost ran out of K's when she was naming her kids. You talk about the mom and the dad, both lead scorers at their college. Dad runs a men's league with a lot of former players who are part of that league. That's where actually Con grew up playing in that league. But I did ask Con who's the best shooter in his family. What do you think he said?
Mom?
Yeah, he should have said mom. He said him.
Yeah,
Okay.
of course.
Good stuff. His actually middle name is 2. It's the Roman number for 2. It's like I. It's because he is the second. His dad's name is Con as well. So his full name is Con 2 Knipple. McNeely misses the shot, rebounded by Naz Reid. Hornets leading by 8. This is the largest lead of the game for the Hornets. Dante Vincenzo had to go back to the locker room. We saw some blood on the floor. Try and get some more information if we can. Knipple rebound. DiVincenzo replaced by Jalen Clark. Jalen Clark is a second-year man from UCLA who's known as a tremendous defender. He's number 22 in white. Naz Reid, little runner. That is a gifted offensive player.
He really is. He's worked on that shot. You know, shoot the 3, you run him off. That's why he's worked on that runner. They run him off the 3. He's got to still find ways to get points for this team.
Kalkbrenner, first man down on the floor, and he is tied up by Jalen Clark.
Show you why DiVincenzo is in the locker room. The shot, and then Sexton comes down the elbow across the nose. I've been there before. That is no fun.
Do you remember who got you?
Well, several. I've had 2 nose jobs in my career. Broke my nose 5 times.
Oh!
Yeah.
You had a good surgeon, man.
Oh, yeah.
You're still
Thanks.
striking.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Kalkbrenner's going to win this one. Going to have an investigation if he doesn't. 7-1 versus 6-5. Bones Highland has checked in. And Kalkbrenner does what he's supposed to do. Knipple. Kalkbrenner can't save it.
Yeah, this group on the floor right now, you got to make sure that you get good shot selection. That one's probably a little early. Tijon took one possession ago. That was a little early. You got to make sure you move the defense to get the best one available.
Bones Highland into the game. Mike Conley, Naz Reid, Rudy Gobert, and Jalen Clark playing together for Minnesota. Reid really didn't look like he had his balance.
Hard, strong jab step gets him the separation that he needs.
Back to a 3-point game. Knipple. Here is Bones Highland, his 3rd NBA team, former Nugget, former Clipper. Like DiVincenzo, he is a Delaware by birth. Delaware native. Believe it or not, the all-time leading scorers, guys who went to Delaware high schools are in this game. You got Dante DiVincenzo, followed by Bones Highland. Wow. Those are the 2 most prolific guys in the history of Delaware high school basketball in the NBA.
Would you say Delaware's not really known for basketball?
No.
Yeah.
You're never going to get this, but the Hornets have had one player from Delaware not read up in history of the franchise. That was Stephen Graham. Stephen Graham?
Yeah. Yeah.
He gets pilot's license.
He lately coached with the Nuggets.
Yeah. Had a twin, Joey. Collins dribbled it off his foot. He's trying to deal with that defender. Jalen Clark is known as just a terrific wing defender, and may have bothered Collins.
The length is bothering this group on the floor. Naz Reid, Gobert.
Highland looking for help.
He wants to get one up.
Reed's had a nice second quarter. Naz Reid gives Minnesota the lead back. He's got the last 10 for Minnesota. Mello, Trey Mann waiting at the scores table to come back in. McNeely. Highland, tough chance.
He wanted to get one up on the last possession. He said enough's enough, so I'm shooting one.
And a delay of game on the Minnesota bench.
Yeah, Anthony Edwards standing up.
Oh, Anthony Edwards got a technical. He's not even in uniform. Oh! A gift. A gift. Can Colin Sexton cash it in? That's the first technical free throw that the Hornets have made this year.
See, he's on the bench, he's standing up, and change that rule. A few years ago, used to have all kind of antics on the bench. Everything. Change that rule. Hey, everybody's got to be seated. He's probably standing up, barking just a little too much.
So if he does it again, does he get ejected?
I think it's just delay of game.
Okay.
There's their second delay of game. I don't think it was a technical foul.
Well, it gives LaMelo a chance to come back into the game along with Trey Mann. Also back in is Sion James. Ryan Kalkbrenner played 13 first half minutes. His non-attempted shot. Not super unusual. It's noteworthy. Shot clock's down to 3. Mann has to fire. Got it! Chicken salad!
No doubt. Good job by Trey One to recognize he's got to get it up. And because he had a good first stint on the floor, he's in rhythm, able to knock that one down. The shot clock rolling all over his back.
So it's a 4-point possession for the Hornets. Clark run off the line with the left hand. That's a nice move.
He is.
Jalen Clark from UCLA. 2023 National Defensive Player of the Year. Trey Mann. Rebounded Gobert. Highland wants to run. Clark. Wants that one back. LaMelo zigging and zagging against Conley. Leaves it for Tijon. Score the goal!
That's why LaMelo second in the league in assists. That's his 7th. Set Tijon up nicely there to get an easy layup.
Hornets back up by a pair halfway through the second quarter. Miles Bridges at the scores table. He'll come in next stoppage. Shot clock's already down to 3. Does Reed recognize? Good defense played by the Hornets. Mann's got the jersey untucked. Potential technical foul. LaMelo takes advantage of the smaller Highland.
Now just gets to his spot, quickly shoots it over the top. This group has the momentum back for the home team.
Conley. Mike Conley, Minnesota Mike.
Gray beard, still doing his job to perfection.
Tijan the trailer. And it'll be Minnesota ball.
LaMelo right here, zigging and sagging, draws a couple, lays it back for Tijan, who lays it in. And then got a smaller, Bones Highland has a weight room shot right there. You see, throw that right shoulder, yep, too little, through the shoulder into the chest, and flipped it right over the top of it.
Miles Bridges, if you're just joining us, he's on pace for a 72-point night. He had 18 points in the first quarter. He had 4 3-pointers in that first quarter. That ties his career high for threes in a quarter. He's now done it 5 times. Julius Randle back in, along with McDaniels for Minnesota. DiVincenzo, that's a tough man. He's back there, looks like he's eligible to come back in.
He's got a bend in it, swab up in it, scratch.
Reed, that nice second quarter. Here comes LaMelo. Hornets the lead in the ball. And Clark's a pest. Loose picked up by Bridges. Didn't know if he should go off the backboard or straight in. Musa keeps it for the Hornets. Derek Shannon comes back in for Minnesota. He replaces Jalen Clark, who did a nice job. James Bridges, ball, man, Diabate. And a foul on McDaniels. Wow. And a whole bunch of jersey of LaMelo. Dell, that's the first foul for Minnesota this quarter. It does seem like it's difficult for LaMelo to get a whistle.
Tell you what, he had a hold of that jersey 3 or 4 seconds before the official was made aware.
LaMelo! 3-pointer for LaMelo, his first of the night.
You just get a lot of confusion on the top of the floor, that right side. You go under LaMelo with the range to step back and shoot it.
Hornets up by 4. High water mark has been 8. Randall with an and one possibility. Julius Randle, 3-time All-Star, will go to the line.
See him come off right there. That's about his dribble limit going to his right. He took 2 dribbles, said, I got to get this up. Minimal contact, but look at the hang and the concentration. Coaching staff not happy with that whistle.
Dante, wow.
Look at that.
He left early in the second quarter. He only missed about 6 minutes of game time. He's back on the floor.
Tougher than an all-you-can-eat buffet steak.
Yeah, that's how you win championships everywhere you go. Won 2 of them at Villanova. Was part of that Milwaukee Bucks team that won one a couple of years ago. Charles Lee was an assistant on that staff. Shows how tough Dante DiVincenzo is. And a reach-in foul. Now 2 team fouls on Minnesota.
He's breathing out of one nostril right now.
That doesn't seem comfortable.
That is not, I'm telling you. Man.
Like one hard breath, you could actually inhale that thing probably, right?
I hope they got a bigger one than that.
Oh, that'd be a nightmare.
Yeah.
Go halfway up to your brain.
Oh,
Trey Mann finds himself open. Musa.
Had a crowd. You got to look for a shooter on the perimeter. Think drive and kick.
The 2 greatest high school players in the history of Delaware are currently on the floor right now for Minnesota. Randall, stronger than 10 rows of onions.
8 on the help. Trey forced him to take several dribbles. You got to be aware, come over and help when he gets that deep in the paint.
Randall playing on a brand new contract, signed a 3-year deal. Trey with the left hand, softly.
Yeah, dead leg the defender, and then The right spin off the glass left. He's got 10.
It's good to see Trey doing it. Slow start for him offensively. Final 3 minutes of our second quarter. He's gonna shoot with his left. McDaniels, guilty of a push-off. Did it right in front of the official.
That was good shift activity from Trey right there. Made McDaniels see a crowd. He couldn't do anything with it. McDaniels tried to force his way along the baseline. Look at this D by LaMelo right there. Push off. Big extension to the right, left arm.
McDaniels coming off a 30-point game a couple of days ago. He's only got 2 points in 14 minutes tonight.
Well, they're asking him to do a lot when he's guarding LaMelo with a live dribble. That'll take away from your offense. That's an all-game job.
LaMelo traveled. He was pushed off balance and kind of skipped on his left foot. Relatively a low turnover game. It's 5 turnovers for the Hornets, just 3 for Minnesota. Highland. That's a professional shot.
Sure was. He turned the corner on that screen, got good rhythm on that jumper.
And Kahn is fouled in the active shooting, so he'll go to the line. These will be just the 5th and 6th free throws of the year for Kahn. It's not a lot of free throw attempts in 6 games.
Well, I like the mentality there. He's 0 of 4, all the shots from 3. Of the 4 shots he's missed, one really good look, the other couple maybe rushed. So what does he do? Get to the glass, get to the line to see it go through.
Don't miss this season's special theme and promotional night at the Spectrum Center. Score exclusive group ticket packages that include tickets to action-packed Hornets games and exclusive items from fan-favorite bands like SpongeBob, Peanuts, Friends, and more. Supplies are limited. Secure your spot at hornets.com/groups today. 2 free throws by Knipple ties the game at 48. Highland. Musa a rebound. Waits for Miles to come back in play. Hands it to him. Here come your Hornets. Trying to win the race to 50. Bridges, his first shot of the second quarter. And it's true. 21 big ones for Miles.
Knipple knew what he was going to do with that ball immediately when he turned to drive back to where it came, and Miles with a deep one.
He has hit his last 5 three-pointers. Buck and a half remaining second quarter. LaMelo's got a steal. He's got Knipple with him. Kahn goes to the line. Got it! New age basketball.
Yeah, the whole family's loving that. Get to the line, see it go through, and then you get a turnover. Spot up in the short corner.
Hornets need to do it on defense now. Keep the momentum going. Kahn's got a rebound.
5 boards for the rookie.
Here comes the Moose. And he's fouled.
Hey, next time be a rebounder.
101 remaining second quarter, and the Hornets on the move.
The on-the-ball D by Musa made Randall turn his back. Here comes LaMelo out of the corner. Find your shooter. Good pocket pass. Set up shop and bottom a triple.
And now the Hornets have just what they want. The current Hornet with the longest active free throw streak is at the line. Musa Diabate has now hit 8 consecutive free throws.
He's been working hard, trying to make sure he drops those free throws. You know he's going to get them. That's a good soft touch on the front of the rim.
Just as a reminder, Kemba Walker, franchise all-time leader with 53 consecutive. Musa's got some work to do. But he's got a chance. That is now 9 consecutive free throws from the Moose. Look out, Kemba. Minnesota Mike back into the game. Conley. Short on the layup. Hornets have it. This 8-point lead equals the high water mark. Real lull for the Hornets, beginning part of this second quarter, but they have come back strong. difference, game clock and shot clock, is 7 seconds. And a ticky-tack foul called on Diabate. That's just the third team foul. Minnesota's not in the bonus, but what this will do is it... No, we're still getting that shot clock at 14. So, okay, Hornets still could get it back. Randall. Conley cuts. Hits with the right hand.
So good at that weak side timing of the cut and then finishing with a right hand.
Oh, Conley was out of bounds. There's still time on the clock. There is still going to be time on the clock for the Hornets. It's not going to be a bunch, but the Hornets are going to have the ball with time. And Mark Davis is going to have to look to see how much time there will be.
We'll review the clock for potential clock malfunction.
Malfunction? No.
I don't think he was out of bounds when that replay stopped right there.
Replay has determined that the ball was out of bounds and Conley split travel steps on the line with 0.6. Please reset the shot clock, the game clock, to 0.6.
0.6 is a decent amount. You can actually catch and shoot with that.
You can. You got to go to the length of the court with this ball.
It's going to be underneath Hornets basket. Oh, you're right. No, yeah, it's Hornets ball.
That's right.
That's right.
My bad.
Good.
Yeah, that's right.
So they bring Kalkbrenner back in, maybe for a tap. Kahn. Almost hit it. That was a good attempt. And that will do it for our first half of play. Minnesota led 48-46 at the 2:15 mark, but the Hornets close on a 10-2 run to lead by 6. Miles Bridges was the story of the game for both sides in our first half. He's got 21 points. He's standing next to Shannon.
Thank you so much, Eric. Miles, what a half for you, 21 points. How much of a responsibility do you feel to come out here strong tonight and set the tone?
Just being more aggressive and letting the offense come to me. Last few games I've been kind of pressing it a little bit, so just letting the game come to me.
I know defense is always a priority, but after the last 2 games, I'm sure it was a little bit more of one. How are you guys executing that part of the game plan tonight?
I think we're doing good. Julius Randle, he's been an all-star, he's been all-NBA in this league, so he's going to make tough shots. So we got to live with some of those, keep doing what we're doing.
Thanks, Miles. See you in the second.
Shannon, fantastic stuff. We'll take a quick timeout. We come back. Shannon and Terrence are going to do their halftime thing, and they'll probably have smiles on their faces. Hornets did a lot of really good things, both ends of the floor, and they lead a good Minnesota team by 6 at the break. By 6, as we get ready to play quarter number 3. First of 2 regular season meetings between the Timberwolves and your Hornets. Traditionally, the Hornets have always done well against Minnesota. Let's take a look at our fresh market. Discover the best. Miles Bridges dealt 21 points. They were needed. He was great during the first half.
Yeah, a little bit off of that big scoring pace you're talking about, but 21 in the first half, 18 in the first quarter. But he played all 12 minutes, 8 of 11, 5 threes he knocked down. Season average, he's already eclipsed that with the 5 rebounds as well. Can he continue to score at that pace here in the third? I'm sure Minnesota talks about how they're going to cover him differently in this third quarter. Does Randall stay on him? Does McDaniel take a shot? And who's going to guard LaMelo? A lot of questions to be asked about how they're going to slow down Mr. Bridges.
Shannon Spake is well connected. She talked to Hornets assistant coach Jermaine Buckner. Shannon, what did he say?
Yeah, that is right. You did mention Julius Randle. That was the top of the list for Jermaine Buckner and this Hornets team. He said we've got to continue to defend him on the defensive end. He had 15 points in that first half. He also mentioned defensive rebounds. The Hornets had 21 of those in the first half. That's got to continue. And sharing the ball in transition. We've seen a lot of ball movement. They really like it. A happy birthday to Coach Jermaine Buckner today, by the way.
I know what he wants for his birthday.
Yeah.
He's the happiest guy in town. This game starting at 6 o'clock because he wants to get home and watch his beloved Toronto Blue Jays. Buck is a Canadian by birth, and he is all in on the Jays this year.
Should be. It's been a minute. 93. Since they won the last one.
Trying to do the math. Not sure that he was alive for that.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Great story. Jermaine Buckner played at a college ball at Richmond. Jay Triano, former Hornets assistant coach, was a huge part of his development. Part of the Canadian national team. Real great guy. Colin Sexton misses from distance. Relatively quiet first half for Colin. 5 points. Dante DiVincenzo playing with a cut on his nose and a swab in his nostril. Knipple threw it to the backside of Sexton. Extra look for DiVincenzo. And Minnesota finally catches in with Randall.
Yeah. Their first offensive rebound of the game right there.
Wow. Miles Bridges, strong right-handed drive, flips it in.
Kalkbrenner was right there to tip that one in had it not fell through. I think he thought Miles may throw a lob up to him.
Minnesota Mike Conley, now his 19th year. Somehow just only once an All-Star. Blocked away by Kalkbrenner. Gobert, Johnny on the spot. Bridges. That snaps a string of five consecutive three-pointers made by Bridges. Uh-oh. Rudy Gobert.
Gotta stay physical when you're playing the Minnesota Timberwolves on the defensive end.
Sexton. He's not afraid of Rudy Gobert, is he?
He stopped on a dime that time, and I think his eyes froze Gobert. Didn't know whether he's going to pass or shoot.
McDaniels trying to get his offense going. That's just the second field goal from McDaniels, 4 points. A couple of days after scoring 30 against the Lakers. Sexton. Kalkbrenner, first shot of the game is true.
Good decision right there by Sexton. Put his foot on the gas, get to the paint again. Draw Gobert, and then lay it off to the big fella.
Kalkbrenner now with 13 dunks. That leads the Hornets. McDaniels, don't let him get hot.
Quick 5 for McDaniels. Didn't call his name much on the offensive end the first half, only 2 points.
He's actually looking for his brother Jalen McDaniels, who was with the Hornets. To the best of my knowledge, he's out of the league. He was waived by New Orleans.
I don't see him on a roster.
Yeah. Julius Randle, low pass to Gobert. Flips it in with the right hand. Offense coming a little bit more easily right now for Minnesota.
Yeah.
Charles Lee notices and calls timeout.
They're pushing the ball on a make or a miss, forcing the issue right now. Let's talk about it.
Toyota Trucks this truck month. Toyota, let's go places. The Fresh Market, awarded Best Customer Service and voted the #1 best grocery store by USA Today. And CPI, home security that protects what matters most.
Third quarter action, 9:07 remaining. Let's take a look at the third quarter live same game parlay right now, brought to you by FanDuel. You can see the odds for the Hornets to win the third quarter. Currently sit at 65.5. Dale, what do they need to do to get it done?
They got to get back in transition, and they got to lay the wood. Minnesota being super aggressive, at least on the offensive end, at 13 points early in this quarter, first 3 minutes. That's too much.
Both sides playing with their starting unit on the floor. Bridges darts inside. Fastball to Kalkbrenner, who finishes with a dunk.
He had to move his head out of the way to catch that one on his shoulder. Able to finish on the other side. Man, he's got some good hands.
He's got the best hands of a Hornets big in a long time.
Yeah.
He is 2 for 2 from the field. That means he is now 29 for 32 as a professional player. Wow. And folks, this is not new territory. That is the exact same way that he started his senior year at Creighton last year. He made 29 of his first 32 shots last year as a Creighton Blue Jay.
And people said, oh, his points in the paint, he's supposed to do that. Well, he's got other guys pushing. We've shown highlights. He's always got a crowd around him. And the plays like he just made on the end where he catches the ball, that's the hard part of scoring it. You got to catch it at point-blank range from your head to your shoulders.
Woo! Grown man move, Julius Randle. This guy was fitting beautifully back in the 80s, man, with that game. Colin Sexton trying to turn the corner on McDaniels. Leaves it for Coltbrenner. Rare miss, just his 4th miss of the year, and he's upset with himself. Randle. Hornets led by 6 at half. Randle. Rebounded by Sexton. Miles may have took one in the face.
Good job by Miles. Knew it. Randall's going to get back to that left hand. He was waiting on it.
And Colin Sexton, who's been in the league for 8 years, understands how to get a foul call. So far through the first 6 games of the year, Colin Sexton leading the Hornets in free throw attempts. These would be free throws 34 and 35. When he made 3 out of 3 in the first half, that increased his consecutive free throw streak to 9. Both he and Moussa Diabate have made 9 consecutive free throws. Bloop. Here's a message from the Fresh Market.
For one-of-a-kinds and everyday finds, there's only one, The Fresh Market. Voted #1 Best Grocery Store by USA Today Reader's Choice and awarded Best Customer Service by USA Today.
Colin's going to be playing against a lot of friends tomorrow. The Utah Jazz are in town. Literally, they're actually in the hotel probably right down the road.
They are.
Colin spent the last couple of seasons playing with the Jazz. He's actually kind of following your career path. I didn't realize that. Your first 3 teams in the NBA were Utah, Cleveland, and Charlotte.
Man,
he's a modern-day Del Curry.
Focused. I had no idea. That's right. Look at that.
LaMelo Ball up and in.
Tell LaMelo just not truly himself. A little limp right there after finishing that play. Body control.
McDaniels somehow scored on top of Coltbrenner.
Many guys have gotten really good at that dead leg. Just stop on a dime. Let the defender run by.
Gobert blocks it away from LaMelo. And LaMelo's holding his shoulder now. Randle on top of Coltbrenner. Minnesota back on top. We've had 16 lead changes. We've been tied 6 times. Hornets have led by as many as 8. They've trailed by as many as 7. And a turnover. The ageless Mike Conley forces it.
See LaMelo right there, gets the block, then gets his arm cut. Oh, man, yeah. Gobert comes right down, gets his arm caught in a little bit of pain.
Hornets basketball. And LaMelo's still kind of holding that right shoulder. Is he going to gut it out? He's going to stay in the game. Sion James will come in to replace Con Knippel. And Trey Mann will jog to the scores table. Maybe next whistle we'll see Trey come in for LaMelo. LaMelo has not shot a free throw tonight. Miles Bridges to the line. These would be Miles' first 2 free throws.
You can tell Minnesota talked about being more physical on their defensive end of the floor. They're the guys that caused most of the damage in the first half. That's this guy right here on the line and LaMelo Ball.
Hornets perfect as a team at the free throw line tonight, 11 for 11. Spectrum Center, the premier destination for sports and entertainment. Join us for the Ally Tip-Off on November 9th. Get your tickets now at SpectrumCenterCharlotte.com. Tied at 69. Miles makes a pair. Rob Dillingham, pride of Hickory, comes back in to run the point. And relieves Mike Conley. This is Dillingham. Dangerous pass. Picked up by Mann. Hornets with numbers, now even strength. LaMelo's the trailer. Long rebound. It'll stay with the Hornets.
He lost a handle on that, but I thought he would continue to keep his foot on the gas, even though Minnesota had a player back, still had a 2-on-1, decides to pull it out. See if he can capitalize as you keep this possession alive. Short shot clock.
Man scoots into the paint. Lost it, has to dive on the floor. And we'll have a jump ball. 4.9 on the shot clock. This will be a fair fight. You got Trey Mann listed at 6'3", and you got Rob Dillingham listed at 6'1". Rudy Gobert whispering some words of encouragement.
Confusion on this jump ball circle. Now LaMelo and Sion, they got to box out.
Trey Mann picks up his own, and he dribbled it off a defender. Randall. Julius Randle. He's got 24 points. That leads Minnesota.
Professional score. Didn't get a good catch.
Gobert influenced that. And Randall dribbled it off with his toe. Game's leading scorers, Randall with 24, Bridges with 25. Hornets lost 2 consecutive games. They have a game tomorrow night here in this building against Utah. DiVincenzo. Miles left alone. That's a mistake. Can't make him pay. Look at the strength of Randall just throwing James away. Gobert missed the tap. Colquitt, good fight. Hornets have numbers if they hurry. There's a 5-on-4. Someone's got to be open. Now even strength. Bully ball. Man taking it right to Dillingham.
Giving the Timberwolves a little bit of what they've displayed in this third quarter. Be physical on the offensive end.
Dillingham's got to be one of the shortest and slightest players in the league these days. DiVincenzo chewing someone.
Caught that one up around his neck, swirled it to the front, and knocked down his second triple of the night.
Hornets now down 5. They began this quarter up 6. LaMelo. Extra pass to Trey. And Minnesota chooses to call timeout. Momentum on the side of the Timberwolves. They've got the lead and the ball. They're up by 5, 3:16 remaining, third quarter. Let's talk about this young center. Ryan Colquitt working against Rudy Gobert, and he has not been afraid, Del.
He is not. 4 is the magic word. The 4-time Big East Defensive Player of the Year, taking it to the 4-time NBA Defensive Player of the Year. Get it out. We're off and running. He is not backing down from Gobert, just like he's not back down from any center he's faced so far.
4 points, 2 more dunks for Colquitt. 3 rebounds, 3 blocks. Hornets are going to have Kalkbrenner, Trey Mann, Tijan Salon, Colin Sexton, and Sion James on the floor. Minnesota's going to bring Naz Reid into the game. Naz had a nice first half. Dillingham, DiVincenzo, Gobert, and Clark. Gobert's out of the game right now for Minnesota. This is Dillingham. Reid. Kalkbrenner forced the miss. Loose. Last touch by James.
You want to be quick and get out and run, but don't hurry. They did a good job of forcing a miss. Make sure you secure that ball before you get out in transition.
Dillingham. Tough chance. Whoa, that was nice. Rolling hook up the window.
School of Mike Conley. Wow, he's been taught by one of the best. That looked just like him.
Learned that over in Lincolnton Combine Academy. Dillingham wants to run. Blocked. Trey took it from him. Last touched by Minnesota. Hornets ball.
The transition recovery right there by Trey. Look at him snake around Gobert. Swooping. You're right. Wow. Tough angle.
That was nice. One and done, played at Kentucky. Trey Mann. Hornets down by 7. DiVincenzo. Dante DiVincenzo. He's got beef with someone behind the scores table.
You don't want to bark at him. He's tough, man. He had 13 threes coming in. He's got 3 tonight. And I'd say his nose is going to need some work after the game. And he says, "You got time to bleed. I got a game to play."
Minnesota's on an 8-0 run. And they're doing with Julius Randle on the bench. James runs into Gobert. Just the second team foul for the Hornets in the quarter.
A fairly clean play game. A combined 9 turnovers in the entire first quarter. Now a combined 18 here in this third.
Timberwolves are now in the bonus. Remember, Gobert's not a good free throw shooter if he happens to get fouled. Dillingham, elbow extended. Musa with the rebound. Hornets haven't scored since the 3:50 mark of this third quarter. Musa, offensive rebound. Liam McNeely is checked into the game.
Good box out there by Liam to keep this possession alive.
And McNeely fumbles it out of bounds. Stay with us at the end of the third quarter for the fast break presented by Truist. Shannon and Terrence get a chance to show up and get us ready for the fourth quarter. And a holding foul. Trying to keep Naz Reid from cutting to the basket. Because of the bonus, Reid will shoot free throws. Naz Reid, probably the second most influential person from Asbury Park, New Jersey. That's the hometown of Bruce Springfield.
Oh, yeah.
Bruce Springsteen, sorry.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
No doubt about it.
Got a long way to go if you want to pass Bruce.
Yeah, that's not happening. I'm a Naz Reid fan, but that's not happening.
Yeah. No. Largest lead of the night for Minnesota. LaMelo's back in for the Hornets along with Con Knippel. LaMelo has the full attention of Jalen Clark. Kahn darts inside, leaves it for Tijon. Still plenty of time on that shot clock. Lamelo! He's now in double figures, 11 points in 26 minutes.
Such a tough runner. His buckets this half have been tough.
Reed. Three-pointer for Naz Reid.
So good at creating separation with that hard jab step.
And a foul. They had one to give. Sometimes defense isn't obvious, but the defense that Jalen Clark plays is pretty obvious. He is a really good perimeter defender.
Yes, he is. He gets right up on the ball. Good size, quickness, aggressive. That gets rewarded.
Hornets thinking offense with 5.9 remaining in the quarter. They bring Miles Bridges back into the game. Lamelo. And that'll do it for our third quarter of play. It's a third quarter that is won by Minnesota, and they've got a lead of 12 as we head to the fourth quarter. Now it's time for our fast break, brought to you by Truist.
Thank you so much, Eric. Welcome to the fast break presented by.
We begin the fourth quarter. The Hornets allowed Minnesota to have their way over the last 6 minutes of the third quarter. The Timberwolves outscored the Hornets 17-4 to end the third quarter. Hornets going 0 for 9 from behind the arc was a huge problem, but still for the entire fourth quarter remaining. Kahn Knippel, Liam McNeely, Musa Diabate, Miles Bridges, LaMelo Ball playing for the Hornets. Conley, McDaniels, Randall, Clark, and Reed for Minnesota. And it's Randall who gets the first two.
How tough a shot, soft it is, whether he's behind the line or creating contact going to the rim.
LaMelo's shot has forsaken him. He said his wrist was hit. But he is just 1 for 7 shooting three-pointers. Last couple of games, he's been off. Started the season, first 3 games, was shooting a great ball. Something happened. Musa held his water. Randall. Knippel. Never really saw the rim. Musa, Johnny on the spot.
Air ball, offense comes up with it. Musa scores quickly with his back to the bucket.
Randall's got a game-high 26. Reed working on McNeely. 2 on the shot clock. And Reed gets all the way to the other side of the basket.
Got to force him the other way. Cannot give him a step on the baseline. There's no help there.
Knippel. These rookies for the Hornets are learning in real time.
It's the only way you can do it.
Players are.
The only way you can do it, live on-court experience.
That is incredible. What's the way that he got to the rim inside 3 defenders? Shot didn't fall, but that's a big-time pro move. And Miles hits the deck. And Miles will go to the free throw line. Best thing the Hornets have done tonight is shoot free throws. They're 13 for 13.
Well, Bridges understands you're in a low offensively. We need points. And if we can get him with his clock stop, that's even better.
Here's a message from Sharon View Federal Credit Union.
Sharon View Federal Credit Union. Your dreams are our dreams. Because with us, it's personal.
Trying to ice Miles. Miles 3 for 3 at the line. He's got 26 points. Hornets have now made 15 out of 15 at the free throw line. Franchise record is 24 for 24, and that was 31 years ago. Dale, back when you were in the short pants, you contributed 2. Clark, that's the fly in the ointment. This guy's a tremendous defensive player, but a work in progress offensively. Bridges leaves it for McNeely. Longest 3 as a pro. Last touch by Conley. Hornets ball. Good fight.
Knipple sandwiched in between a couple of Timberwolves, but able to keep that possession alive.
Chris Finch has had his feathers ruffled. He wants to call a timeout. We shall see. We've got a challenge. 12-point game here in Uptown.
By Honda Dealers of the Carolinas. Sharon View Federal Credit Union. With us, it's personal. And Cheerwine, the unique cherry soft drink of the South.
9:42 remaining fourth quarter. Hornets and Timberwolves. We just had a coach's challenge brought to you by Sprite, and it did not go the Hornets' way.
See, yeah, maybe that ball was out on Conley, but you can look at the entirety of the play. You got Conley with a foul?
No, they got Knipple for holding Conley on the shoulder.
Right there, yeah.
Yep. So not only is it not Hornets' ball, but they call a foul on Knipple. You can look at the entirety of the play.
Yes, you can. Sometimes, yeah. Teams know that, yep. Ball is off of us, but we got fouled. That's what that play resulted.
Naz Reid. Rebounded by LaMelo. 6th rebound for LaMelo. He's got 11 points and 8 assists. Clark. Jalen Clark turns the turnover into a dunk. So Hornets are down by 14, and Rudy Gobert has gone to the scores table. Ball finds LaMelo.
Boy, he's fought for every point he's gotten in this second half.
McDaniels gets behind McNeely. And LaMelo's got 13 points, but he's had the 18 shots. Just 1 for 7 from behind the arc. And Musa is fouled, and he'll go to the free throw line. A couple of streaks will be on the line here. Musa's made 9 in a row. Hornets as a team have made 15 in a row.
Good read by Miles Bridges right there. He knew Musa was going to be open upon catch.
That's what I'm talking about. If you ever miss a live game, you can catch up with game replays on the FanDuel Sports Network app. As soon as the final whistle blows, you can watch every highlight and every big moment. It's your choice of a 5, 10, or 15-minute condensed game. Download the FanDuel Sports Network app today. Oh, they're going to ice Moose. Naz Reid has got some blood on his uniform, and they choose now to doctor him up a little bit and take the ball away from Musa, who is scorching hot at the line.
He step away from that line.
This is the longest consecutive made free throw streak in the young career of Musa Diabate in his 4th year. Made 10 in a row. Look at that. Like a French gentleman. 11 in a row. Franchise record's 53. Hornets down 12. Still plenty of time. Minnesota Mike. Gobert! Lost it on the way up. Good contest by James.
Yeah, no doubt. Just coming over from that weak side bothered Gobert.
Bucket here would go a long way. Nice touch by Clark. LaMelo was worrying he was running out of time. Gobert! That dunk falls and he's fouled. Third dunk of the night for the Frenchman.
Insult to injury right there. Somebody's got to come to the ball. When they realize LaMelo's in trouble, tried to throw it over top the Moose, and they're off to the races. And Graybeard Conley looked the defense off, threw it up to Gobert. He threw it in while getting hit.
Now we've got a timeout called by Charles Lee. We'll be back after this from Blue Cross and Blue Shield of North Carolina. Ball game, Minnesota Timberwolves and your Charlotte Hornets. We've got Rudy Gobert going to the free throw line, trying to finish off a three-point play. Let's take a look at our truest leaderboard. And somewhere, Artis Gilmore, the great left-handed center, is smiling. Two leading scorers in our game today, both left-handed, Julius Randle and Miles Bridges.
Yeah, Miles got off to such a nice start, 18 points in that first quarter. Julius Randle's been real consistent. He had 10 in the first, 5 in the second. And he's got 26, 11 of 18. Both these guys are going to be counted on all season long for their teams to have a chance to win. We're happy to see Miles Bridges having the game he's having. You just got to get some more stops. I mean, right now, Naz Reid, Randle, and Gobert are too much to handle.
Old-fashioned three-point play for Gobert. 3 dunks on the night for Gobert. Hornets have been outscored by 21 points here in the second half. Had a 6-point lead at the break. Sion back out to Khan. McDaniels has Reed.
Khan rushed that when Reed was running at him. Experience will tell him I can ball fake, one escape dribble side to side, and I'll have a cleaner look. He'll knock that down. Reed just kept running. No court balance.
LaMelo, these will be his first free throws of the game. He has attempted 18 shots, 32 minutes, and has not been granted a free throw.
Daniel with the nice alley-oop, and Naz Reid. Show us some skill set. Wow.
Dell, is there anything that LaMelo can do to maybe get a couple more free throw attempts coming his way?
He's got to play through it. He's just got to continue to play. He knows he's getting grabbed and hit every single night. Just got to play through it. Nothing you can do. I mean, he got a technical. He's been fine. He's trying to raise the awareness of this is how I'm being defended. But a guy that puts up his numbers every single night, everybody else gets officiated differently. He's not there yet. He's got to play through it. It'll come.
Hornets still have not missed a free throw as a team. They're 19 for 19. The free throws alone aren't going to get it done. And a foul against Minnesota. It's going to go against McDaniels. He's not as skinny as he used to be. He's starting to fill out, isn't he?
He is, yeah. He's still as long as he always was.
They still list him at 6'9", 185 pounds. That's ridiculous. I don't think he's 185 anymore.
I do not either.
We got to retabulate that. Trey Mann will come in. LaMelo will sit. So it's Mann, Bridges, Diabate, James, and Knipple. James sets up Khan in the corner. Bridges got it on top of Gobert.
That was really good recovery by Minnesota on the ball movement. Well, the ball just found a hot guy, Bridges. He's got 30.
Miles now has 6 3-pointers. He has 6 of the 10 3-pointers made for the Hornets. Conley. Was that a pass when the ball get hit from behind?
Well, that was a pass. That was a pass. Clark's got another chin up.
Second dunk for Clark. Bounce pass to James. Sion James.
Back-to-back triples. Now he hits some stops. Time is starting to be a factor.
That's the first shot attempt for Sion James. Now in his 23rd minute on the floor. Conley. Clark. Hornets only down by 11. This is doable. The bucket here would be really nice. There it is! The Moose! Second hammer for Diabate.
Just what the doctor ordered. You got this game to single-digit deficit now. You got a couple of threes, a couple of stops. Trey Mann, drive, kick, Musa with the throwdown.
Welcome back, everyone. 5:29. Hornets back in this one, only down by 9. Fans, your Hornets are back in action for the regular season. The Spectrum Center's buzzing with incredible concerts since its reopening. Now's your chance to win 2 lower-level tickets to see not only Brandy, but Monica. The Boy Is Mine Tour live in Charlotte, November 13th. Sign up today for your chance to win. We can't wait to welcome you to Spectrum Center event this year. Who remembers that Brandy went to prom with Kobe Bryant?
Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. She was singing I Want to Be Down at that point in her life. Probably still singing it. Hornets have gone on a 10-2 run. Chris Finch maybe pushing the panic button. He brings back in Julius Randle and Dante DiVincenzo, along with Rob Dillingham. He takes out Minnesota Mike. The veteran Mike Conley relieved for the second-year man Dillingham. Hornets dreaming of a stop. Off to a good start. Shot clock's already down to 9. Gobert's got it. Shot clock's at 4. This would hurt.
Goodness.
Dante DiVincenzo with tissue in his nose.
Wow, breathing out of one nostril. Bottom's a big triple.
Man, he's got Gobert on skates. Score the goal!
Season high for Trey Mann now. He had 12 first game of the season. He's got 14.
With this 5 on the floor, it's McDaniels who initiates the offense. Now Dillingham involved. 4:30 remaining. DiVincenzo. Oh! The big ragu! 6 straight for DiVincenzo. Last touch by Dillingham. Hornets basketball.
Dante DiVincenzo. I mean, little brush screen up top. Sion gets screened. Musa realizes it, but DiVincenzo already has the seams lined up.
The Michael Jordan of Delaware. James. Look at Musa. And he's fouled. Relentless. And Diabate going to try and persuade the officials that he was in the act of shooting, because he's shooting a great ball at the line. He's made 11 consecutive free throws.
No one wants a 50-50 loose ball more than Musa Diabate. 9 times out of 10, he's going to get it.
Here's a message from Planet Fitness.
One thing Planet Fitness members have in common, they're all strong.
That's right.
We're all strong on this planet, Planet Fitness.
That was the first missed free throw of the night for the Hornets. They're still shooting at a Mark Price-like clip. They have made 20 of 21. Dillingham. Randall, extra pass to McDaniels. 3 consecutive threes made by Minnesota.
This guy's been in the Western Conference Finals 2 years in a row. They know how to finish.
Yeah, winning time here. It's not been Randall. It's not been Gobert. Anthony Edwards not even in uniform. They've been relying on DiVincenzo and McDaniels to make big shots, and they have.
Certainly have. And that play was designed to get DiVincenzo open. The defense runs at him, and there is McDaniels in the corner for his second triple.
3:40 remaining. The Timberwolves have suddenly found their three-point stroke. They've made 3 consecutive, and they lead again by 15. So time's running out for the good guys. Hornets are going to get another chance tomorrow. We will see Ace Bailey taking 1 spot after Todd Knipple. Ace Bailey and the Utah Jazz. Our first look at Utah. Another special start time. 5:30 will be the pregame show. We'll tip it off at 6. And I think everyone's body clock's going to be even more goofy because it's fall back.
That's
right.
right.
Change our clocks
an extra hour.
Utah Jazz, so far they've played 5 games. Just like the Hornets, they've won 2 and lost 3. Lauri Markkanen, the finisher. He's had a nice start to his year.
Ace Bailey's playing about 17 minutes a game.
And man is tripped. The Hornets are in the bonus, so free throws coming for Trey. And McDaniels frustrated. He's fouled out. Wow. So McDaniels done. After a slow start, he's finished with 14 points, 4 rebounds, 6 assists. So a nice night for McDaniels.
He had 3 in the first half and 3 at the end of the quarter, and he gets a quick 3-1 here in the fourth quarter.
Mike Conley replaces McDaniels. Trey is 5 for 6 at the line on the year. Mike Conley just checked back in. Dale, there's not much he's going to do this year. It's going to be better than what he did in the offseason. Had a hole-in-one.
Talked to him about that before the game. He's still excited about that. It's first one.
First career hole-in-one. He's a pretty good golfer, right?
Yeah, he is.
3, 4, 5, something like that. 6.
Oh, yeah.
You're going to have a hard time finding someone who's more liked in the NBA than Mike Conley. He's got proof. He's been the Sportsman of the Year multiple times. He's been Teammate of the Year multiple times. Actually, if you talk about just kind of nice guy awards, he and your eldest son generally probably have a similar man cave in terms of the hardware for Sportsman of the Year and leadership and teammate.
Gentlemen off the floor, you get him between the lines, trying to rip your heart out.
Oh, talk about ripping your heart out. DiVincenzo made a couple of daggers over the last couple of minutes. Bridges gets a crushing screen from Kalkbrenner. Man, nifty pass. And Kalkbrenner is tied up by DiVincenzo. That was a fun pass.
Chris Finch talked about Minnesota starting to play defense the way he wanted them to, and like they did last couple of years. They really rotated out to the shooters after their initial guy gets beat. Their rotation has been really good. It's there on that play. Trey just made a nifty pass. But they have really guarded the 3-ball well. That's why the Hornets are 11 of 40 in the game.
There's a lot of people raising that eye when they're seeing the field goal percentage of Ryan Kalkbrenner. Clearly a lot of dunks, a lot of stickbacks, a lot of 2-footers. But you see at the free throw line, this guy's got a good touch.
Silky, absolutely.
He actually took a whole bunch of 3-pointers the last couple of years as a Creighton Blue Jay. I don't think he's going to be asked to do that anytime soon here in the NBA, but there's something there.
Oh, yeah. Real good stroke.
Hornets down 11. They battled back. Need a stop here. Conley.
Oh,
good God. Every single time they're threatened, they hit a 3. saw a fantastic note about Conley before the game. He has played 19 years. He is 27th all-time in assists. He is still a ways behind Muggsy Bogues, who played a fraction of that. 19 years for Conley, and he still hasn't passed Muggsy Bogues on the all-time assist lead.
And think of how fast the game is being played now since when Muggsy left.
Yeah, when Muggsy was playing, final scores were like 82 to 79.
Yeah. You catch the ball, put it on the floor, the assist has gone away. Yeah, you just give it to a guy, get him go one-on-one, they're going to give you assists.
Randall, 2 on the shot clock. Oh, goodness. Just knew that Bridges was up in the air and barely touched him. And Randall will shoot 2 free throws.
You know, it's in the scouting report that you got to stay down on Randall's ball fake. And he knows that. And he waits until it's nearly the end of the game. You're a little fatigued. You need to stop. Then he pulls it out of the bag and gets to the line.
Well, the majority of NBA players who wear number 30 wear it because of Del Curry, but not Julius Randle. He wears it because his mother was a Division I basketball player, played at UT Arlington, and during her entire college career, she wore number 30.
Respect.
And that's why he wears 30 as a Laker, a Pelican, a Knick, and now a Timberwolf. Hornets will finish off this homestand with a game tomorrow against Utah. There's LaMelo's second three-pointer. Maybe that confidence will bleed over till tomorrow. Utah in town, and the Hornets going to go on the road in a 2-game road trip that'll see us in New Orleans and in Miami. The game in Miami will actually be the first Hornets in-season tournament game of the season. I'm sorry, NBA Cup. NBA Cup. Paul Brenner tips it to himself, has it rejected by Gobert. And Conley will come the other way and shoot some important personal free throws for him. Conley's made 13 consecutive free throws. If you can tell me what Minnesota's all-time record is for consecutive free throws, you get all the money in my pocket. It's a former teammate of yours, briefly.
Former teammate?
It was Michael Williams. Okay, that's the hard part.
Okay.
How many consecutive do you think he made? All-time record for Minnesota. How many consecutive free throws?
I think it's a bunch.
Yeah.
74.
Way more than that.
What?
97.
Oh, my word.
97. That's the NBA record. Michael Williams, 97 consecutive free throws with Minnesota. That's the record. The second longest free throw streak is the Pig Farmer, Jose Calderon, 87.
Yeah.
Dirk Nowitzki, 82. Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf, 81. And then some guy by the name of Curry, of the elder variety, made 80. Those are your all-time leaders in consecutive free throws. But Michael Williams, if you look him up in the record book, sometimes it's hard to find him because it's Michael spelled with an E before the A, not the A before the E.
All right.
Yeah, there you go.
Sets him apart.
Little wrinkle. Write that down, folks. Conley makes his first. He's made 14 in a row. LaMelo's out of the game, so it looks like the Hornets are thinking that maybe tomorrow's going to be a better chance to get a W. Only 2 things that Mike Conley does left-handed: play basketball and play golf. That's the best things in his life. But if you want his autograph, he'll sign with his right hand. Paul Brenner backs it out to Trey. And a timeout by Minnesota. Chris Finch calls it to allow him to clear out his bench and take out some of his veterans. So we have got a timeout, 58.2 remaining on a Saturday night. Looks like this is going to be a winner for Minnesota. Liam McNeely's going to come back in for the Hornets and play the final 58.2. Don't forget, we've got a post-game show coming your way. It's presented by Carolina Ford Dealers. Post-game show is going to double as a pre-game show as well. We got a game quickly tomorrow. Utah comes to town, so not only recap this one, but get you ready for what we'll see tomorrow in this building. Johnny Juzang. Welcome to the game, Johnny Juzang. touches it, gets 3.
Set up nicely by Dillingham on the driving kick.
Sion, he needs to shoot more. He has shot the basketball twice today and made 2 3-pointers.
He really has.
Dillingham touch pass. Not able to hang on to it is Yohan Berenger. First round pick out of France back in June. And the clock stops. We'll have free throws. So Kalkbrenner will go to the line. Hornets has a team 24 for 25. It's going to be hard to shoot a better percentage this entire season than what we've seen so far tonight. That's the first missed professional free throw for Kalkbrenner.
Well, it was that third quarter that we saw a different Minnesota team on both ends. They doubled up the Hornets 36-18. They were just a much more physical team on both ends from start to finish in that third.
So congratulations to the Timberwolves in a battle of 2 and 3 teams. They've come out victorious on a Saturday night, and they did not need Anthony Edwards. Actually, Anthony Edwards cost him a point. He got a delay of game penalty,
right,
and it cost him a free throw. But anyway you slice it, it is a win for Minnesota. They have now won 3 consecutive against your Charlotte Hornets. But the good news is it's going to be a quick turnaround. The Hornets still will have a game tomorrow against Utah.
Utah flew in from Phoenix, but you got to find a way to play 4 quarters in this game, in this league. It'd be nice to get one this weekend and then head out for 2. But short span, you love it. You can just lace them up again and try it again. It's tough to win in this league, whether you're on the road or at home.
Hornets had a halftime lead of 6. They get outscored by 23 points in the second half by the Minnesota Timberwolves. For both my partners, Del Curry, Shannon Spake, I'm Eric Collins. We've got a post-game show.
Max One in Music.